guy. You like old ladies? Maybe you'll get lucky later. And my husband loves to watch. You like to watch too, honey. He looks so cute, doesn't he? Well, I had trouble getting up here. I used to have a real job like a lot of you people. Oh, I'm hearing things in my brain here. I had a real job. Yes, I did, but the pole broke. But I could do a lap dance. All right, I may be 82 and a half, but I can still shake it out. I don't know about you, because they say older men are stiff in the wrong places. You've slept with a few of them. Anyway, but that's not nice. I shouldn't talk like that. Anybody from New York? Brooklyn? Come on. They're all hiding their accents. Bronx, oi, vey. Brooklyn, and the Knicks. How about those Knicks? How about those Knicks? My husband was glued to the TVs, big Knicks fan, but Anyway, I know I have an act here. I've been doing comedy since menopause. You know what that means. It ain't the pause that refreshes, okay? No, it's not. It's a big lie. Anyway, I worked in a nursing home. Yes, I did, in New York. The truth. The first day I'm there, there's a little old man in a wheelchair wearing an Italian stallion gimme cap. I am not making it up, and I will name him because it's been more than 40 years. His name was Frank Macaluso. My first day, I'm trying to impress everybody because you can see I'm a good Christian. And thank you for that. No Nazis in here, I hope. I'll shoot you with my M16 or my Uzi. Anyway, Frank goes over like this and he said, kiss, kiss, kiss. You're a nice lady. And see, you kiss him. Because that's the Christian Jewish thing to do. I'm standing there and I know my butt is a big target. He grabs my tush. I ran over to the nurse. I said, son of a gun, that man grabbed my buttocks. Oh, we're so happy. We're so happy. Frank has not been himself lately. He's Sicilian, Like that makes a difference. Well, I don't know. But I went over to Frank. I made sure that nurse was not watching me. I go over to Frank and I said, I should kick you in your balls. Go ahead, they're in the same jar as my teeth. But I wouldn't do that. Oh, because I'm such a good person. Anyway, also, if you were a New Yorker or was a New Yorker, there was always a strike. When I was working there, the nurses were on strike. And there was no one available to give a bed bath. Ma'am, you know how nice a bed bath is when and when she gives you a nice, it feels so good. And it was, being a good person, I said, I'll do it. That's not my job, but I'm a good person. So I'm doing the bed bath on this sweet older woman who's probably younger than I am now. And I said, ma'am, would you like the washcloth to do your private yourself? Hell no, you do it! But take your time. Smoking and cuddling afterwards was really not part of the job. What can I tell you? So I am a doctor. I am not a doctor. I was, but not that kind of doctor. And I decided I need to write a book because they don't let me use real life patients. So I do research. So I published a book called Lube It or Lose It. Sexuality from puberty till you plots or till you're broke. Plots is not a nice word. And Dr. November, that's me, I wrote the whole section on lubrication. You could laugh. That's the problem in this country. There's so many dried up old people in the White House. and also in Congress and all over. And so I wrote the thing about lubrication, but you shouldn't have to spend a whole lot of money on lubrication, right? Why buy Replens or Astroglide and waste your money? Use lard. It's cheap. It's plentiful. You put it in a child's bathtub or a little pool, you heat it up, you put all your different crooks, nanny, what do they call, crooks and nannies, or crannies. You could put the nannies in there too. And it might be more fun with your nannies and your crannies. I swear I do not do drugs. Except Metamucil, maybe. No shit. You're my kind of people. Dr. Poop and Dr. Lube all wrapped into one. So you get in that lard-filled pool and you immerse your orifices, because that's the medical word. And you know you're all lubed up, and what's left over, it makes flaky pie crust, doesn't it? Biscuits. And I happen to be Jewish, and so we have chicken fat, or schmaltz, right? It's chicken fat that you warm it up, and then you immerse your nooks and crannies and nannies and grandmas and get yourself all lubed up, and what's left over makes great chicken soup, and you know what they call it. Jewish penicillin, right? Any Italians here? Olive oil is a wonderful lubricant. Use it, and if there's any bald guys, or you think you're going bald, rub it on your head. Who cares? I'm not making this up. I'm a doctor. I wrote a book. And I had how many half-grandchildren, or was a grandchild? I guess you were all hatched. So my beautiful, well, she was 8 years old, she said, Bubby, because that's what she calls her grandmother, don't wear panties to bed. Why? Well, your vagina can't breathe. Well, I have oxygen at my bed. Besides, Grandpa knows mouth too. Now, you didn't hear that from me, because I don't say dirty words like some of the sluts that come up here. And in fact, if I had a good-looking stud like some of you guys, you'd think I'd be here talking to you schmucks. No, I'd be home canoodling with him. But be that as it may, I'm here, and the grandson, he's really smart. Maybe he'll be a lawyer or a doctor, but nobody wants to be a clown like their grandmother. We're in the pool. We live downtown. We're in a condo pool, and I'm in my burqa bathing suit. And he said, Grandma, what are those blue lines on your legs? I was ready for him. I said, you know how I hate to drive? I always get lost. I put the map of San Diego on my... Up here is the zoo. Here is our condo pool. And down there where it's warm and moist, well,